Yo, Mr. White. These yellow Neocaridina are the bomb. How many times I gotta tell you, Jesse? The name is Malibu. And these are far from the bomb, Jesse. But we might be able to save it if we start breaking the bad. Hi everybody, I'm Mali. This is Aquarium Delirium, and in this episode we're going to be breaking down that tank, trying to improve our yellow Neocaridina shrimp a better colour. But don't worry, just because I've used the word culling doesn't mean I'm going to be live feeding the cull to something or squishing them just like grape. That won't be happening in this video. I know not a lot of people like to say that, so I won't do it in this video. But what I will be doing is grading them. I'll be taking everything out of that tank and sifting through all them shrimp to pick our best stock, best colours, best size, best breeding program going forward. And the next grade down will be moving them on and selling them. And finally, the poorest grade and the wild types, because you don't get them that are thrown out every now and again, will be getting dropped into this tank as a cleanup crew. So in this channel, I try to cover everything aquatic, and if that's something that really interests you, then try pressing the subscribe. Don't have to, try watching the next video, see what you think, but also drop us a comment or smash that like these fine people that have already done it. So here's the plan. We're going to take some tank water out of that one, put it in this one as a storage facility for the ones that's going to the shop. And we're going to strip down this tank completely, give it a quick clean, add a substrate, put the rocks back in, set it back up for our breeding stock going forward. And the so-called culls will be going in this tank here. So let's stick you in the tripod and get cracking. So first things first, let's harvest some of this water to fill up the new tank. That way it's like drip acclimating 50% of this and 50% new water is like a 50% water change. As you can see, I've got quite a few yellow Neocaridinas. This is me trying to get all artsy. Didn't really work with dirty water, but I left it in, just for your pleasure. It looks a bit murky, but the sponge filter that I've got in this system is really good, as you'll see later on how quickly it gets up all the detritus. But again, for the second bucket, trying to make it 50-50, just so there's no big water shock in pH or any of that for my little shrimp. So these two canisters that I've got here are basically 25 litres. I fill it up with water out the water axe, just so it's room temperature. Take the rocks out, put them into this side just for now, just to keep them alive, bacteria. Disconnect the sponge. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use that sponge to seed the sponge in the new tank. So there you go, that's the tank emptied. So as you can see, I've got 4 bristlenose and a hell of a lot of shrimp. 2 of those bristlenose will make their way to the new tank probably tomorrow. 1 big scoop, had to bend it there to try and get it in, but 1 big scoop, I've got nearly everything in the tank. Few jumped out, but I got them caught. So it was at this point I realised how much work I had undertaken for one night. So I decided to just pour the whole lot into the new tank and then concentrate on setting up the tank on the stand ready for my grade A shrimp to go back in. So that's what I concentrated on. But there's that filter, as you can see, the sponge squares filter on the side. That works fantastic at clearing it up. So I got to work on setting up this tank just so it was ready for the morning for when I started to do the selecting of my shrimp. And we connected the sponge filter. And topped it up with more water, 50-50. Well, it's a little bit more than 50-50. But I'm pretty lucky because my water stays pretty consistent, so the water coming out is just removed of nitrates, that's all. And as you can see, it's clearing up quite nicely on this little time lapse. And that was it for the night. Here we are, the next day, and the tank is cleared up nicely. Now it's time to pick our best ones out to keep for our own little breeding program. Just seen one there, quite like, grab him. And we'll just drop him into here. Is our first one to look at. So I've done a pretty good job of actually getting rid of all the wild types. I am only seeing probably one left in there. I have been, as it's when they were over there in the other tank, I have been just every now and again spotting them, scooping them, as you're supposed to do, taking them out. So what we're actually looking for is good, strong yellow coloration. That's what we're after. There's a lot in there that are actually quite translucent. Let's see if I can point one out now. Which one I'm on about there? He's just one behind the leaf there. See him? Just down there. Now he is young, so there is a good chance the colour will come. So I'm just going to leave that one for now. There is one over here that's quite big. I'll just show you. We'll put him in a little jar of his own. So there, just going to trap him in a little jar there. As you can see, his back end is very translucent, and we're trying to breed for stronger colour. So he would probably be grade 2, going into grade 3, probably going to head into the cull, because he's quite some size. I know he's a male, but we will have stronger colorations in some males. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add some food, throw them all over, start picking. As it happens, I caught a wild type and a good coloured female, it looks like. That one there is a good strong colour yellow, but the line down the back is missing. But we'll leave him in just to see if we can increase that. There's another wild type. See him running there, get over there. That's how bad. Oh, it's 2. Now if you can get the 2 mil, here's 1. There's one. So you've got to fish these out, because if you don't fish them out, these are going to inhibit the coloration going forward. That was a long word, man. Inhibit the coloration, eh? I'm just giving a bit of a stir. Oh, that's a nice bright line on that one. You're not getting away here. Did I get him? I got him. So this is going to take an absolute age to do, but it's worth doing it to produce the best quality you can possibly get. Thank you, Daniel, as well. These nets are fantastic. Wow, got that one, no bother. Like a little Mexican jumping bean. So here's 5. Woo. You've just got to be really careful, because you do need the males. Otherwise your colony is going to crash really fast. It's a poor one. That's a hungry one. But actually he is a good male. He is a bright yellow with a decent line on. Male. Don't know if I can see him in the camera. Yeah. One for the pot. So the more you do this process, the stronger your line becomes. So it's well worth doing it if you're going to keep shrimp. At the end of the day, it's what you find attractive in its colorations and stuff like that. Well, that one not so hot. That one's got lush line in for a meal. So let's have a double check before we release them into a nice new tank. That one there, sneaked in, I think. So the tell the light's that bright. They look pretty good. We'll go with that. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, about 25. I'll do me. Now I'll just catch these couple of little ones that sneaked in the other night. I didn't actually catch 2 of them. Probably not the best net in the world for catching these in. Got one. Here's number 2. Splish splash, she was taking a bath. Time to release our hot picks. They'll be pretty washed out for now, but there we go. So I'm quite happy with that. Plenty with eggs already. That one there, we'll keep an eye on them, swap them backwards and forwards, judging on coloration. So the black substrate is making them look really nice. That one there is pretty weak. We'll keep an eye on it. It'll look good on against the white. Now it's against the black. It's pretty weak. So we'll keep an eye on that one. So now all that's left to do is to pick some decent size ones to take to the shop. It's over 60. There is some small ones here, so I can't really count them. So basically all I have to do now is put them into here, take them off to the market, and then over the next few weeks take the best, when I say good ones in here, put them in there, take the weak ones from there and put them in here, and that's how I'll have a strong line going in that tank. Fingers crossed. And that's how we do it. Well, that's how I do it. I should maybe watch a few other videos first before I decided see how I was going to actually do this. But I have maintained a hand on the wild types and taking them out. So that's good. I've only seen a couple since I've swapped them over into this tank, which is fantastic. So we've got to keep on top of that. And they look like they're having a little shrimp paradise there. So that's it for this video. Hope you've liked it. You can see it. We'll take these off to market, transfer them from there to there, off to market, and then that's it all done for this video. So until next time, thanks for watching. Oh, and try watching this video. Ta-ra! Boom!